Hello out there, and welcome to the brand new Decree and Declare mini-series brought to you by Dark Law and Decree of Dominion podcast. The new Decree and Declare mini-series will be brought to you at 6 p.m. Eastern Time every Tuesday so that you can gain the mental tools necessary in rapid succession to help you become the best version of yourself and to decree the dominion of your own mind. We're going to be quick with it. We're going to allow you to relax after a long day at work and really have the tools necessary to get you through the rest of your week. And so remember to like us and follow us on Spotify as well as our Facebook and Instagram. And I hope you continue to become the best version of yourself. And remember, as always, decree the dominion of your own mind. It's been Dark Law. Enjoy the episode. Good evening, and welcome to Decree of Dominion podcast with their host, Dark Law, and welcome to Decree and Declare series, episode 3 on the Cash App crew. Y'all, this is one of my favorite topics. Again, it is the first Tuesday in August, 6 p.m. Tuesday in August, episode 3 of the Decree and Declare series. First thing I want to do is welcome y'all to episode 3 of this wonderful mini series. It's going to tackle different topics in 20 minutes or less. And so Cash App Crew is the topic for this episode. And this is one of my favorite topics because it affects dating in today's society at the ultimate level. And so the Cash App Crew originates from the expectation that men have from women to essentially have a monetary value or gain just for conversation. And so we're going to dive deep into this issue that plagues today's society, especially the mental health of honestly both men and women. And what we want to talk about on the Cash App Crew. And so the Cash App Crew, I'll just use some of my personal experiences. The first one is through social media, like Yo Gotti said, slide in the DMs. First of all, the audacity for women to want monetary gain or a monetary value, whether it be $5, $10, $20, etc., buying somebody food, cash apping them money for getting their nails done, just to have a conversation is absolutely ludicrous. And we as a society have to do better to be more optimal. And I just feel, as just me personally, I grew up with the most outstanding respect for women and still do hold the most outstanding respect for women. And on the caveat side of the Cash App Crew is the question I want to pose to the audience and viewers and listeners out there is that I think you're worth more than monetary gain to talk to somebody. Don't devalue yourself to, do what others do. And what I mean by that is as a woman, you have way more value as a human being, and two, as a woman, than resorting yourself to asking people on social media for cash apps or Venmos, or asking them for monetary value for simplistic tasks such as talking to you or engaging in conversation. I feel that social media is a was used as a marketing tool for college students, i.e., Facebook. That was the reason, the origination of Facebook was actually for only college students to network amongst each other and study and grow together within their studious avenues. And obviously, throughout time, it kind of became, you know, a place for people to not be their authentic self. And so, social media, although be it mostly negative connotations, it actually can be used for positivity. And so, I want to use this episode to debunk the Cash App crew and help those of you that are members of the Cash App Foundation crew find the divine light within yourself and, become productive women of society. And so, how we're going to do that is first we have to go to the origin of the Cash App crew. The Cash App crew is a very, very banal thing. It's very condescending to one's character. And what I mean by that is, do you value yourself? That's the first question I want to ask. Do you value yourself? And if the answer is yes, why why waste a lot of it's honestly time. Why even waste your time asking people, whether it be random dudes in your DMs, whether it be, family members, whether it be just anybody that asks you, slides in your DM or just asks a question. Why risk? Because people do it for birthdays too. They're like, cash at me. Why do we do that? Nobody owes you nothing. Nobody owes you monetary gain or value just from being alive. That's absolutely ludicrous. We're all human beings and we all have different strengths and weaknesses, goals, values apply to society. And so I want to encourage those of you that have this frame of thought. I want to, free you from this Cash App crew frame of mind. And first thing to free your mind is to first acknowledge. And so you have to acknowledge that the Cash App crew is a problem. Why is it a problem? Because one, you're wasting time. 90% of it is just random dudes in your inbox. If you don't want to be bothered or talked to, just block them. A lot of people, we don't use our resources as optimally as we should, and especially in regards to managing networking tools. So first thing I would say is just block the people. Don't be labeled. Don't want to be a member of the Cash App crew, y'all. You don't want to be labeled in that label for Cash App crew. Because what it does, honestly, the second question you have to ask yourself is, what are you looking for? A lot of this stems from, single women being approached by single men, or honestly, some of the men be married, or in a relationship, but being approached by individuals in the DMs. And if you're a single woman out there, to avoid this Cash App crew label, you have to ask yourself what it is you want. And if you honestly want a serious relationship, or you want to find that significant other, you're going to have to take life more seriously than the Cash App crew. No real man or woman is going to take the Cash App crew woman seriously. You have to think the same ideology that you employ with the Cash App crew mindset. Think on the opposite spectrum. Would you yourself give people money to talk to them? And if the answer is a heck no, or absolutely not, then that's your first telltale sign that you have a problem. And so first is acknowledgement. The second thing is, once you acknowledge the behavior is wrong, what steps are you going to take? What plan of action do you have to take course to correct the behavior and to escape the wrath of the Cash App crew? And honestly, I would say, look in the mirror, identify within yourself why it is that you feel the need to ask random men on social media for cash apps. A lot of it stems from mental health. Again, I'd follow the Dark Law Dominion mental health series for advisement on that. Outside of that, I always say seek higher counsel. There's therapy, there's resources out there to help you get your mind right and get out of the Cash App crew. Another thing is, I would say to understand, what kind of, life that you want to live. If you have children, would you be okay with your children, spending the bulk of their energy and time asking random people for money via Cash App, through Facebook, on DMs? If you have more in store for your kids, um, get out of the Cash App crew. A lot of people, another argument most people make is that, well, I'm gonna, all men want is, sexual pleasure. All men want is intimacy. And so, you got to pay to play, or, those kind of arguments. And that goes right back to the reason why you got to get out of the Cash App crew. Why stoop to low hanging fruit level? Again, have some worth, have some self worth. Again, I want to speak to the women. You're worth more than, the loser men. I want to talk to the men too. You're worth more than a loser man on social media that would even offer you money for sexual pleasures or just to talk to you. You're worth more than that. Those are low hanging fruit. You're not going to find your husband in that cream of crop. You want to hold yourself to the higher. If you think you're a boss, or you have those high standards, act like it. Get out of the Cash App crew. Get out. Have self-respect, self-resolve. Honor yourself. You don't need to stoop to their level. And everybody in society is different. You don't have to follow the social norm. Just because all your girlfriends, LaQuisha, Bonquisha, everybody, all them, just because they all like, girl, I got some money off Cash App because these dudes, they thirsty. You don't have to be that. Don't result to the low hanging fruit level. Be great. You are greatness. You are divine. You are the exalted. Be who you want to be. Be the best version of yourself and help yourself decree the dominion of your mind. This has been episode 3 of Decree and Declare. I'd love to hear y'all feedback on the Cash App crew. I'll drop a poll when this episode's dropped, and I'll let it go for the rest of the month of August. The question I want to know is, how do you feel about the Cash App crew and asking for money within being single and dating in today's society? Thank you. Until next time on Decree and Declare, this has been Dark Law. We out. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Decree and Dominion podcast with your host, Dark Law. Be sure to follow and like on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, and go ahead and follow our Facebook and Instagram pages as well. We hope that you took something and resonated with it, that you can apply it to your daily life to become the best version of yourself and decree the dominion of your mind. Remember, decree and declare and take back your rightful throne and your rightful place into the best version of yourself. Thank you.